Good morning, Facebook people. It is very early on a Wednesday morning, and Lulu and I just got back from our morning walk. My hair shows it. It's very humid here in Dallas. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, it's hot too, a wonderful week so far. And I wanted to contribute a video today because I've had some people ask me of late, why is it that I'm working so hard to create multiple streams of revenue? And I know many of y'all have heard me talk about this over the years. And I came out of a corporate arena where my primary role was substantial enough that that was great. But over the years, I've learned that that is really not the only way, and probably really not the best way to secure your financial future. There are lots of variables that play into that. And as I've embarked upon this new career of coaching people, consulting people, writing books, speaking, and of course, building out other businesses, I have learned that oftentimes people can get laid off from their jobs, they can get aged out, they can be replaced by, hi Darla, they can be replaced by someone younger, less expensive, and before you know it, they are left flat-footed and they don't have an income stream coming in. So I wanted to just give you all some food for thought. Many of you all, if you're set and you feel like this is not relevant to you, that you've got all of the financial needs that you're going to have in your life taken care of, you have no concerns in the world, then you can just turn this off right now. This is probably not for you. But I have a couple of things that I wanted to just share to give you food for thought as to why I feel like building out multiple businesses, multiple revenue streams is so important. First of all, I think diversity is key in pretty much every aspect of our life. Diversity in what we eat, diversity in how we invest our money, diversity in how we make our money, diversity in our friends, all of that, diversity in how we exercise, all of that is so relevant to how we live our life. So diversity is the first thing. Putting all of our eggs in one basket in whatever form that may take, probably causes us to think about, is that really the best way? So that's the first thing. The second thing is harsh reality. Only one in three of us have less than $10,000 saved for retirement, which is just mind-boggling to me. I mean, I've coached people who have huge jobs, 6 and upper 7-figure jobs, but they're living way beyond their means. They're living high on the hog and they're not saving money. And before you know it, they have incurred a lot of debt. In fact, the average household has between $150,000 and $175,000 in debt. And that is not just including your mortgage. That's just credit card debt, college tuition debt. College tuition averages between $30,000 and $40,000 a year now for children. So, that's a substantial expense that if you haven't saved for, you'll go into debt if you want to put your kids through school. So that reality of the financial case, if you will, for people causes me to think, wow, there has to be a better way to accumulate wealth, to pay off debt, to make sure that we are healthy into our 60s and 70s financially, so that when we do want to retire, we are well positioned. And that leads me to my next point, which is most financial advisors, and I'm not a financial advisor, but most financial advisors will tell you you need to have 12 times your annual salary, whatever it is that you're spending a year today in your peak earning years, saved up. So let's say that if you're making $100,000 a year, you need to have $1.2 million saved. And I can promise you, because I coach people all the time, that's not the norm. I mean, people might have, $100,000, $200,000 saved, but they don't have 1.2 million saved. And as I've said, most people are incurring a lot more debt, and they don't have, they have less than $10,000 saved. So that's the other point, is that if you're thinking about your life and kind of how you're spending so much time at work and you're trying to make ends meet, and you don't have any of those answers, the good answers to those questions that I just posed, then that, of course, leads you to think, should there be, or could there be another way for me to bring in revenue and to build out my financial independence and my financial security? And the answer is yes. So I wanted to share with you all, I don't know, maybe you all don't take this magazine, Success Magazine. It actually came out, it's one of the few books that I take a hard copy, or periodicals that I take hard copy. And this came last week. Little Lulu, she's having her second nap this morning. And it talks about side hustles. Well, I'm a huge believer in diversification in work, and side hustles are just one way that we can do that. Side hustles could be anything from rental income, real estate and having rental houses, oil and gas leases, book royalties, putting intellectual property out on the internet for a residual income, a direct sales business. I believe in all of those. In fact, I'm in the process of building out well over 4. I'm hoping to have more like 7 different income streams coming into my portfolio. I'm a huge believer, as I've now alluded to, into a portfolio career. So hi, Carol. Good morning. You're going to love my hair. I just walked Lulu, so it's a little bit frizzy with this humidity this morning. Anyway, so if you are thinking about any of those questions that I just posed, and you're thinking, what do I want to do now? I'm leaving my corporate job, or maybe I'm thinking about adding an income stream to my corporate job. What should I do? How do I begin? What should I think about? I would suggest, first of all, picking up a copy of this magazine, Success. It talks all about these side hustles. I'm not a huge believer in that name, but the side hustles. And then if you're interested in talking to me, I mean, I would be more than happy to talk to you about how I kind of came up with my portfolio career, the approach that I've used, the qualifications that I used to determine what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. And I do believe that they all need to be aligned. I think that if we splatter paint and we get too many things going in too many directions that are not all connected by some common denominator, that can make us crazy. So I do believe in having some sort of a common thread through all of the things that you potentially want to do. But I do believe in having diversity in income and every other aspect of our life. So with that, that was my food for thought here on a Wednesday morning, golly, right before 6:30. And I hope that it's given you some food for thought. I'm going to put my link in the comments section. So if you would like to connect with me and talk to me about my side hustle, so to speak, how I began to write my books, whether or not that really has been a lucrative, which I'll tell you, it has not been a lucrative way of making money, but it has given me a platform, I would just welcome that opportunity. So make it a great day. Lulu and I say, get up and enjoy the day, embrace the day. It's going to be rainy and messy here in Dallas, but we only get one life, so make it count. Make it a good one.